Hey there, I'm Stefanie Flaxman. I've been a writer and editor for 20 years, and I have more than 200 videos on YouTube that help you live and work like a writer. That is a lot of videos, so let me curate my best advice for you. You can sign up for free exclusive updates at stefanieflaxman.com. I'll send you my top tips for new writers, plus other advice that works best in email rather than audio or video. It would be my pleasure to meet you at your inbox as your new writer consultant. Ready to join the club? Go to stefanieflaxman.com to sign up for free. And remember, I spell Stefanie with an F, not a PH. The proper spelling is on your screen right now. That is stefanieflaxman.com. I'll see you there. Happy Friday if you are listening in real time, and if you are not listening in real time but would like to, just subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell. I publish new podcast episodes every weekday. I started this week with an episode about the importance of having an audience as a creative person, building an audience of interested prospects if you have a product or service to sell, or just having an audience of readers who like following what you do online with your writing. And an audience, nothing has changed this week. I've been very ranty this week. You'd think I'm in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood. I just happen to do sort of ranty episodes. That's just how it came out. Because when you create content consistently, you always have an idea, and then you always don't get to what you thought you'd get to in one episode or one piece of writing, and then it spills over into the next. So I had a lot of rant momentum this week. It probably won't be like this every week, but that's just how it turned out. So an audience is totally important. It is completely important. I do not go back on what I said earlier in the week when I was talking about building an audience, but with yesterday's episode, I was talking about how I hear a lot of the same advice from people who want to encourage you to create content because they're usually selling a course that they want you to buy that helps you create content. And to me, so many of these courses are formulaic. They don't take your specific circumstances into account, and they're just trying to hook you into an idea that their life is so great because they have so many social media followers and they're making X amount of money, and they're trying to lure you into this lifestyle that is more of an exception than the general rule. And I think that's why I'm so down on all of these big platforms that do this, because there's a difference between encouraging relationship building through the content that you post online so that you have a portfolio to prove that you're the best person for the job that you want. There's a difference between that and luring people into this hypey, get rich quick, everyone's going to love you online and all of your personal issues are going to be solved because you have this massive following online. There really is a difference. There's a lot of nuance to actually building a real business that is so different from just having a huge social media following and saying that's going to be the answer to all of your self-employment woes. So the word that I never want to hear again is follower or followers. I was watching some other channels that were just going, when you have this many followers, the world's your oyster, and you do this and you do that, and with your followers, and don't you want followers? And the idea of having people who are interested in what you do should come after you doing something of value. So when I hear, get more followers, don't you want followers? The key to everything that you're looking for to do online today is based on your followers. When I hear that, I hate that it gets grouped into what I'm talking about with building an audience and relationship building with the people who follow you in your audience. Those are people. These are real people who listen to you and follow what you do. And so it is, I feel like it just goes over people's heads and younger generations how it's so dumb to refer to people like that. I can't believe it's become acceptable in society to refer to people as followers. And just the word follower, I came from a time where you didn't want to be a follower. You wanted to be original. You wanted to do things that people didn't see before. So just the fact that I don't know, it's not the same. The meaning of the word is different from how it's used today, but it's just such a empty word because it places the value on faceless people that are numbers to you and not value on what you do first to build that following. The emphasis should be on the value that you provide through your writing, through your content. And if people like it, great. If you build a big following, great. I'm not knocking people with big followings. If they do things that people like, that's great, but you have to earn it first. You can't just put all of your hopes and dreams on, if I had X amount of followers, all of my life problems would be solved. That is so empty. There's no path to achieving anything there. You have to start with what you have to offer people, what you can provide of value. And it also has to match the audience that you want to attract. There's lots of humor these days online where you're just making, like, humor has been reduced to a lot of the time with things that I see online to just talking about how someone is, like making fun of millennials. Aren't millennials like this? Or making fun of people who work at coffee shops, or making fun of actors, or making fun of, I don't know, maybe this is just the stuff that comes up on my feed, or making fun of what people were like back in the year 2000. Just all of this, it's not comedy to me. It's not humor to just say, isn't it, let me act out how this person acts, and isn't it relatable and funny? It doesn't make any sense. But where I'm going with that is, if you create content that makes fun of millennials, for example, but then you sell on your website sweaters for kittens, that's a big disconnect between people that you're hoping to entertain with your content about making fun of millennials and then what you actually provide of value in your business, which is making sweaters for kittens. So if you make sweaters for kittens, don't get caught up on doing some lowest common denominator entertainment to attract people, because the people that you attract with that humor aren't necessarily going to be people who want to buy sweaters for kittens. So if you have a business that sells sweaters for kittens, create valuable content that means something to people who are going to want to buy sweaters from kittens, and who are going to want to buy sweaters from kittens for kittens, sweaters for kittens from you, because they feel like they know you through your content and you've built trust, and they know that they're going to get a high quality sweater for a kitten if they buy it from you, because you've demonstrated that over time through your content. It's not a quick fix. It's just relationship building and providing value over time that shows that you are a trustworthy business for sweaters for kittens. So it's very it's hard. You can tell, like, I lost my train of thought when I go on rants. Maybe this is a good indication of why I should tone down the rants. But you can see the difference between these big, empty, hype-based dreams and the way that you actually can take advantage of technology today and use it to build something meaningful for people who you want to help. That is it for today. If you'd like to get exclusive tips that I only share in email, go on over to stefanieflaxman.com and sign up for free. I will see you there and talk with you soon.